Hi guys and welcome back to the channel. Today I've got 3 replays in the Polish tier 6 medium tank, the Bugi. Now the Bugi is an absolute meme. I absolutely love this tank. It is just such a fun tank to play. And that's because of this 100mm gun that is on the tank. It's got 168 pen on the AP rounds. Don't ignore the little thing at the bottom that says it's APCR. It's actually AP. Does 300 damage with a ridiculously quick reload. And it's absolute memes. Now it is a derp gun, so it does have HE that can be usable, and that has 53 pen. But to be honest, the star of this gun is the AP. It's just absolutely dirty at this tier, because 168 pen is enough to pen pretty much every tank at the tier, and you're going to be able to pen them all reliably, pretty much no problem at all. And you'll take most of the health away with this AP round. Add to that, there's a lot of tier 7s you'll also pen with this same round, and it's just beautiful. Tier 8s may be a different story, but that's where you might load the HE. But there's still a lot of tier 8s that you'll pen in the side with the 168, you know? I mean, there's quite a few tier 7s that make do with the 175 against tier 8s, and it can make it work. So, in terms of the crew that I run on the meme lord that is the Bugi, I run Born Leader, Rapid Reload, Sixth Sense, Trap Mechanics, Situational Awareness, Steady Aim, Snapshot, Run and Gun, and Camouflage Expertise. Now, I run all the gun perks because, well, this gun is derpy. It is a derp gun by name, derp gun by nature. It needs all the help it can possibly get. And, yeah, it needs it, because the gun is just I cannot tell you how frustrating this gun can be sometimes, okay? Because you can just miss fully aimed shots so unbelievably easily, and that is annoying. But it is a derp gun, so you've got to expect it, which is why you need to help it out as much as humanly possible. Which is why you've got all the gun perks. And then you have the camouflage, because you are a medium tank. You do have a decent camo rating, so just making it so you're that little bit more stealthy is always good. So in terms of the equipment that I actually run on this tank, I actually ran gun rammer, optics, and vents. Now, you could quite easily run a camonet, or you could quite easily, to be honest, it is quite a slow medium tank, so you could run the powertrain or the traction system. I think you'd probably run the powertrain, I'd say, over the traction system, because it's a little bit sluggish here and there, and having that little bit extra horsepower would help a lot, generally. So you could run the powertrain like that. Like I said, but if you feel like it is just that little, it is quite nippy, just run the traction system. Get a bit extra track traverse, well, it's 10% extra track traverse, and get that 10% extra top speed. Now, what you're seeing here is just how good this derp gun is. I say this derp gun, this AP round, this 300 damage round, because look how fast we are firing. We are firing every 6.1 seconds. 6.1 for 300. That is just absolutely nuts. It's so nutty how good this gun is. It's just crazy. And you think there's lots of tanks that probably fire for around this at tier 7 that fire in about 8 or 9 seconds. Yeah, craziness. Because the Bugi actually has good gun depression as well, we're managing to make the most of this position we're in here, because, well, we've got 8 degrees of gun depression. It means that we can easily use this ridge line and try and get some shots at these guys who are camping on their ridge line and in their base. Now, unfortunately, we try and snap a shot there at the Tiger P, and that is a derp gun Tiger P. That's a rarity. We managed to get a shot into his side, and I'm thinking, just please don't turn around and look at me, because if it's a derp gun Tiger P, well, this tank is a derp gun magnet, right? In the side, you're an easy pen, and yeah, it's not going to be pretty if a derp gun pens you. Now, we're trying to get another shot into this guy's drive wheel. We actually finish him off because we had enough damage, I should say, on our round. And we're up to 1,200 assistance, 3,000 damage, which is a very, very nice... Oh, my lord. That was dirty. Absolutely dirty. Hit the LC, the little light tank, on the move with the Bugi. Sure, why not? We're up to 3.3k damage now with that shot on the LC that was just pure dirt. And we're just going to move up on top of the ridge line and try and get the killing shot into that CS-44. Couldn't quite get it. So we get a nice shot into the Dreadnought, and he gets finished off. And we finished that game with a really nice total for the Bugi. Like I say, I mean, I had quite a few games like that in the Bugi. It's just dirty. It's a dirty tank. Finished again with 4 kills, 3.6k damage, 1200 assistance, ace tanker, high caliber, the scout medal because we pushed aggressively across that middle in highway, which is just something you can do a lot, and it does tend to yield from that spawn quite a good assist and damage game for the most part. And it was also 2.2k base, which is always really nice. The one thing you will have to expect with the Bugi is that you're probably not going to make much credits because, well, you're going to be doing what I'm doing because the premium round is this AP round. And it just means that the amount that you're going to be firing and how quickly you're seeing how quickly you're firing, the fact that you're a derp gun too, means that you're pretty inaccurate. So you're going to miss a lot, which costs you a lot if you're not going to pen. Because the thing with the premium rounds, right, if you were to fire 20 premium rounds, but pen all 20, I mean, number one, that would be nuts for a tier 6 with 300 damage. You're probably doing near 6k damage, and yeah, that would be nuts. But besides the point, if you were to pen all 20, you're more than likely not going to lose that much credits, right? Not as many as if you fired 20, hit 10, pen 10, and bounced 10. You would lose a hell of a lot more because you actually don't lose as much credits if you pen the round. Mechanics for you if you didn't know that one. So, we're on the second game. And we're on the old Fisherman's Bay. Now, I make a very aggressive play here in trying to spot things crossing. Why I did that, I don't know, because it leads to pain, especially when your horrendous driving comes into play and you crash into a building. Yeah, it's not recommended. I can't recommend doing that. But yeah, I mean, I tried to be aggressive though. I tried to spot out anyone that was crossing the J line, and unfortunately, yeah, I spotted them. Bad driving, crashed into a building, lost some health. Didn't really do me much good because I couldn't get a shot into them either. But now we've decided, you know, okay, let's give up on that position. There wasn't really much spotted over there. I'm not just going to sit there and get pummeled by the artillery. I'm changing up where I'm going to be. So I got a nice shot into the T-34-1 that was spotted at G1, and I have changed up the angle of fire here so I can try and get some more spots up on the guys where that T-34 was and try and get some different damage out. Because I've played a lot of games sometimes where I have been at that position at ED6. You spot out the JK line, and then you sit there for ages. They have people where their medium tank is spotted at the minute at H8. And it just turns into a snipey little camp fest. And Fisherman's Bay, to be honest, has been a little bit of a camp fest recently. In the fact that people just camp in loads of the bushes. And it just becomes a bit of a stalemate here and there. Anyway. What I'm doing now is I'm trying to push under the gun line of what could be camping where this T-34-1 is. I'm trying to push to this ridgeline here, try and get this little hill in between me and him. Fortunately enough, he misses us while we're out in the open. I miss him, but look at this. Now, we are behind their tanks on that flank. And from this is where one tank can turn an entire flank, right? Because at the minute, my 2 medium tanks are stuck. They're not wanting to push against these guys. But now I've turned them around. I've been firing at them. I've killed a Bugi. And now we've had to turn around because the T-34-1 is looking at us. And obviously, we don't want him to farm us. He's got 250 alpha gun. That's not good. We try and get a shot at the Rampanzer there as he goes past. Unfortunately, we miss it. The T-34-1 has stopped focusing at us, though. He's looking at the medium tank that's at E3. It's like, right, okay, I want to try and get my medium tanks on the one line moving. I need them to start moving. So we're going to start firing at this VK3002D. We're just going to ignore this T-34-1 because I'm feeling like, well, as you're seeing, he is pulling back. He's just given up with me for a minute because he's getting shot by the tank at E4. So I was thinking, yeah, well, I want my medium tank, to move so that we can get further forward, move up, progress the game. Get rid of the guy on the flank that's hurting them. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, right? So we've got rid of the VK3002D, the T-34-1's gone, and now we're going in on this T-150. We get a nice shot into his side, auto-aimed. He's getting absolutely wrecked, and he gets finished off. Now there's only the tank destroyer and the medium tank and artillery left. Now I kind of know where they are, and that is because, well, there's only really one corner that can be left. And we're going up to see if we can get a shot at the side of the Ram Panzer, but he's actually on the other side of the ridgeline. So we're not quite getting a shot here. We actually get spotted, and it's like, oh, okay. Oh, there it is. We end up only tracking the M44, who then blaps us for most of our health. We get to finish him off, though, which is alright. Hopefully we'll reload in time to get another shot into one of these guys. Doesn't look like it, though. But we finished the game anyway with a great total. 3.5k damage, 664 assistance. The epic victory, top of the team, 1900 base XP. Now, the Bugi does have a separate gun, another gun that you could use, a 90mm. Now, the 90mm has worse DPM, but sort of better rounds choice is probably the way of putting it. You've got AP and you've got an APCR round. Now, the Prem pen on the APCR round on the 90mm is just better than the 168 pen you get on this AP. It's the 198. You get 156 pen, which is only, what, 12 less than the AP round on this 100mm. So for consistency, really, the 90mm is better. But, and this is a big but, the reload, the DPM, just how hard this AP round hits is amazing. And that's what made the tank thoroughly enjoyable to me. To be honest, I didn't actually use the 90mm. I might have done. I think I used it when I was playing stock. Yeah, I think you can check some of those replays out earlier on in the channel somewhere when I did like the grind through this tech tree. You can check out Randy's videos as well, because the Randy Duck has done when he 3-marked the Bugi, he did it with the 90mm, and you can check out his videos as well, and you'll see that gun in action. It's a good gun, it's more consistent, but this gun, fabulous, and it's just the meme that you want. So we're on the third game, and you know what, I didn't even point it out at the start of the video. What am I doing? If you haven't guessed by the title, as always, this is the third mark video for the tank. So we're on the third and final game. So you can guess what's going to happen in this game, right? We've pushed aggressively on counters. We've got some nice shots into an absolution. We've taken most of his health. That's one of the strengths of this tank. I mean, he fires 2 rounds for every one we put out. He'll do 300 damage. We'll do 300 damage. But the thing is, if I can pop one shot into him, pull back, pop one shot into him again, and we trade like that, I win. Easy. So we get a nice shot into the VK3001H there. That's where the camouflage expertise comes into play and really does help the tank, because he actually didn't spot us. What we got spotted by was the medium tank that popped out behind us. And that's where the camo can come into play and really help if you make it better. But so far we've had a good start. We're up to 1600 damage. We've got a Bugi behind us, which is not what we want, but he's using the wrong gun. And we're absolutely farming him. Because obviously, think about it. We come against each other, I win because I don't have to worry about pen. Oh, piggies. Anyway, I don't have to worry about pen. Neither does he. We're going to pen each other most times. Damn low rolls, by the way. And basically, if we get into a one-on-one fight, Bugi versus Bugi, he's got the 90mm, I've got the 100, I will win. Every time, unless he sets me on fire. Because I fire quicker with 300 alpha compared to his 240. So I'm not that worried when I see that. But anyway, the next tank we're facing is a captured KV-1. He's firing full premium, which obviously that's what they just do, because those tanks are massive seal clubbers. And it's a ridiculously good tank. It's obviously got the Russian 57mm, which is just a ridiculously fast firing gun. And within the blink of an eye, you can die. Yeah, that's what that tank does. But so far, we're doing alright. And to be honest, in terms of the mark requirements, we've done 3k, which meant that we were going up. And it doesn't really matter what else happens in this game, because we've probably still got the mark. And there is still a lot of tanks left, which means that this game could be even bigger. I'm just trying to skirt around the cap here to try and see if there's an artillery hidden away in this little corner, because they do like to tuck themselves away there if it's going pear-shaped. But he actually gets spotted at A5, so yeah, I'm not getting that guy. And obviously I did this tank, I did get the 3 mark on this tank a little while ago. This is one of those that I've meant to feature for a wee while, and it's just not made it, as well as that having tech issues and stuff like that. So obviously this was way before the MOE changes, so it was easier to get as well then. More reasonable, to be fair. So we actually get shot there by something hidden away. The the Jagdpanzer 4 pulls out to try and get a shot at us. We unfortunately don't manage to roll high enough to kill him. We're just going to try and side scrape out to see if we can get a shot at the bathtub, the one that did blappers there. But unfortunately we can't quite get a shot at him. I'm not wanting to die now because we have lost most of our health, unfortunately. That bathtub hits hard. It's got 330 damage if it's firing APCR off that 105. It's pretty dirty. And unfortunately, when we pull out there, the bathtub ends up finishing us off, which is sad. Really shouldn't have pulled around that corner. That was a big mistake, but hey-ho. We finished with the victory anyway. 4 kills, 4k damage, which is great for a tier 6. The 1850 base XP. Could have been a better game for us. Could have been higher base XP as well. But unfortunately, yeah, everyone makes mistakes, right? And I shouldn't have pulled back round that corner when I knew that the bathtub probably had pulled back into a position to get a shot at us. I was hoping I'd probably get another shot into the Nashorn who got spotted, but it is what it is. We finished that game with 4 kills, 4k damage, Pascucci's medal, ace tanker, sniper medal, high caliber, the 3rd mark of excellence, 1815 base XP. Like I said, we're up to 95.7, so it really did put us up. The Bugi, it's a great meme of a tank. It's a beautiful thing to play. 100mm all the way. So as always, everybody, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.
A great success!